I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and it's one of my favorite times of the year, Halloween. And so we're going to do a Halloween hairstyle compilation video. So the first video, or the first hairstyle that we're gonna talk about and show you guys is the Queen of Hearts. Rylan was, I think, only 8 or 10 when we did this hairstyle, but it's like all rolled up and it has this cute little headband with a little hat on it. And it's very, very Queen of Hearts. She was very, in the video, it's very cute.
To begin this hairstyle, I parted her hair down the middle in the front, and we took a mini crimper and just crimped little pieces of it to add extra volume. That's an optional step, you don't have to do it. You can also just use a regular crimper, whatever you have. Now, I've sectioned her hair from about 2 inches, 3 inches back off her head to her ear, tops of her ears on each side. That's section 1 and 2. And then I've gone back about another inch and done a second section. So just slightly behind her ear. So sections 3 and 4, and pulled the rest of her hair back into an elastic in the back. So 5 total sections right now to begin with. And I'm going to start by just popping her little crown that's going to decorate her hair on her head right in between those 2 sections. So I want this to fall right behind her ears, right on top of where I kind of already sectioned the hair. Like this. Now, we want extra volume right through here when we do this kind of victory roll look right here. So I'm gonna teach you how to make hair padding. Now, I've taken a simple, this is just a simple hairnet, costs a couple dollars at Sally. Hold that, Sally's. And this is just some hair you can buy at Sally's again for a couple dollars. I've tried to match it to her hair. You pop in the thickness that you feel like you need. And you can make these more full or less full, just depending on how much hair you use. And then you just simply tie the edges of the hair net into a knot. Bam. And then you've got your little hair bump, and you can shape it to be really any shape you want. So you form it. I've got 2 done, like long skinnies, for Rylan's hair. So we're gonna start by just bobby pinning them right here and right here. Hair padding, this is called hair padding. You can also buy these on Amazon, just already done, if you don't wanna make them yourself. So I'm going to start pinning right here. Okay, I'm gonna cheat her headband. It's actually off-centered just a little bit, but I really want it to look more centered. And I wanna make sure these are relatively even on her head, because I want the victory rolls to be even. Once I have the hair padding in place, I'm going to release that first elastic, and then I take the hair, and what we're going to do is wrap it up and over that hair padding. And this is gonna give us a nice giant hair roll right there, you can see. And we'll hide anything that is showing right now. Now I'm gonna release the second elastic, and again, take that hair up and over, and you're gonna just smooth it out as you go. You can use a comb or some hairspray or hair wax if you want to. And combed up nice and tight over the edge of that bump. And we almost want to take it and kind of tuck it under that piece of that hair padding that we have. So we get this really fun shape in the front right here that looks very Queen of Heart-esque. And then when we get that shape, we're just going to take some bobby pins and bobby pin that twist into place. Okay, now I've just used some bobby pins to secure this back part for a second, temporarily. You can also have your daughter hold it if you want, or use a clip, whatever. We're gonna go back and repeat the exact same steps on the opposite side. Okay, when you get things pinned the way you want them in the front right here, you're just gonna keep twisting back and go ahead and release this if you are using bobby pins or an elastic to hold it or whatever. Release it and twist them together in the back center and use an elastic to secure them. We've got that elastic all secure. We're gonna release this hair underneath, and I want all of this hair swept up because our costume has a big tall collar as well. So We're gonna comb this out, and I'm gonna make sure I have a little space right here with my fingers, because we're gonna be tucking hair down underneath this. Comb all the hair up, take it up, and we're going to take it and virtually tuck it down into that hole that we just made with our fingers under that elastic. So tuck, 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 all those ends. Like this. And then secure it with bobby pins so we make sure that all that hair stays in where we want it. We just put some bobby pins in where we tucked that hair in to secure those ends, and you are finished with the Queen of Hearts. Here is your final spin on the Queen of Hearts hair. This big dramatic looking hairstyle.
The next hairstyle is our Greek Goddess hairstyle. It's this very intricate looking braid, but actually not that complicated to accomplish. And it looks amazing. It looks so fun and big and full on Brooklyn's long, dark hair.
To begin this tutorial, you can see that I've parted her hair just slightly off to one side, and it's falling on either side, and then I've parted to her ears. I'm going to take this back section right here, just pick up right here in her crown, and pull this straight back. I'm gonna use an elastic and secure all of it right here. Now, because I want a little volume, I'm gonna go back and just loosen this right now while I'm here. When you have that set, then you want to do a 3-strand braid on this bottom part right here. Now that we have our braid completed, you can see that we've started this a little differently than our original French faux braid. And now we're gonna do something that's a little different too. We're gonna reach back to the front. We're gonna pick up a front piece right here, about half of it. We're going to give that hair a nice twist so that it lays back. And right back in here, we're just gonna pull a little bit. This is different, we didn't do this before, so that it gives a nice fullness and texture. Then we're going to reach through our braid, like we did before, that first section, pull it through like this. And this is also slightly different. I'm going to take a bobby pin and grab that edge right here and flip it up and poke the bobby pin down. And that's going to lay that really pretty and soft and also help hide that elastic. So I'm gonna go to the other side of her hair and pick up half of her hair and do the same thing. So I'm taking it and I'm twisting it till I like where it's laying. I'm gonna give it a few little tugs to just bump the hair and add a little volume right through there. Then I'm gonna reach under that first section of the braid on the opposite side. Pull the whole piece through. When I have that laying flat, obviously we don't want it looking like that. So we're gonna grab that bobby pin and reach it up and push it in. And on this one, I add a secondary bobby pin just right in here, just to help hold that and hide that elastic. Okay, we're gonna go back to the opposite side. You can leave hair out if you want by the ears, it's up to you. When you get to this point, it's gonna continue doing the same twist and pull through, twist and pull through, but I don't find it as necessary to continue using bobby pins just because the hair is so close to the braid at this point. So you'll see, like, I can give it a twist and pull it through this, but really, like, it doesn't necessarily need bobbies just because it's such a small little section right here. The other thing that you can do that's kind of fun is, instead of twisting inward, go ahead and twist a few pieces outward and then cross over. So you're reversing the twist on a few. This is just gonna add a different dimension, a little bit different texture. It's gonna make the hair just do its own little bit of thing instead of being quite so uniform all the way down. When you get down to the end where you're just running out of hair, you can go ahead and remove the elastic and secure it all together. And then just go back and tweak or pin any last little spots you don't like. Pull and fluff as needed. Give your bobby pins a nice little push to hide them all. And you have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous hairstyle. And to top it all off and make it look very Greek goddess, we are going to just add a laurel wreath crown to it. And there it is. And the final spin. I'm seriously in major love with this braid. I think you could wear it for prom, homecoming, bridesmaid, wedding, but for today, it's Goddess.
The next hairstyle we're going to show you guys is the Cavewoman hairstyle. Now this one, we're pulling from the Flintstones a little bit, where we kind of scoop the hair up and make a big floof of hair at the top, and you kind of wrap it around a bone. It's a very great, it's perfect if you're gonna be a cave person or the Flintstones or anything like that.
What I have done is used my mini crimper, this one, and just crimped all through her hair to make it really crazy and zany. You can use a regular crimper too, you just want the fullness and the volume. And then I went to Michael's and I picked up a selection of bones like this. They come in different sizes. I'm using this one, it's just styrofoam, so it works great. I pulled her hair up into a little top section and secured it with an elastic. Okay, I'm gonna take this top ponytail and I'm gonna section off maybe the top third of hair. Like this. I'm gonna have Rylan hold the bone in place for me, right here, right next to the elastic. Just like this. I'm gonna divide the hair in half. We're gonna wrap it up and over the bone, down underneath the bone, and then down underneath the entire ponytail, like this. Cross them. Then we're gonna go back underneath the bone. Flip this back so it's out of the way. You're gonna come back up to the front, cross again right here so it leaves a nice little X on the front of the hair. And then take it one more time behind the ponytail and secure it with an elastic back behind the hair. Okay, and then we're gonna just flip the ponytail back. You shouldn't be able to see the elastic that's hidden in there, but it's gonna leave this nice little cross on the hair, on the bone. Once you have it all secured, then you can just take the back hair and fluff it with your fingers or a comb, and you're just gonna make the hair really ratted and kind of ratchet looking, just like a cave person would. You can even pop some leaves in there, or twigs, whatever you wanted. One last tip and trick, if you want to make sure that the ponytail sits up on top of the head, be sure to place the bone forward, and you can even stick a couple bobby pins right in here to secure it so that you get that volume on the top. Now let's do the final spin. Definitely have some ratchet hair to match our Cavewoman style. Yay!
Comment below and tell me which of these three is your favorite hairstyle, or if you'd like to see me do some other Halloween hairstyles that you haven't seen me do before. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, be sure to click the button right here and ring the bell, and you can find other Halloween videos by clicking over here. We'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!